Virgins in Chicago?
Yes.
You never got finger. They never sucked nothing.
I do. Why you gotta do the motion though? Like, and that is not what we like.
Yeah, he definitely playing with booty. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do the finger thing.
He can do it in your head though. You know what I'm saying?
I cannot.
He make a little paper bird in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep your hands away from everybody's crotch area doing any of those things.
I don't like rubbing coochie though.
I don't either.
I don't like rubbing coochie. I don't.
That shit weird.
Why?
I don't like rubbing it. Like I gotta wash my. I like to wash my hands. If we in the middle of getting down and juicing, I rub the pussy. I gotta wash my hands before you come back and fuck.
First of all, the fact that you did this means that you actually know. Yeah.
Hey, he go. Ew. I'm saying now I eat the motherfucker, but I play with. I don't for what.
Chicago culture is something so very special. So geographically, Chicago sits almost like in the same place if it were a body that the heart would be. And people are just doing. Like, we're not waiting for like investors to come in and save us.
Right.
Like, we're literally creating art and music and, you know, production.
Well, we are back. We
Finally.
had a week off. Week off is crazy.
NFL bye week.
It was definitely necessary, man. I need to reset. I hope maybe y'all needed to reset as well. You know, I don't know, but for me, it was definitely.
Well, I did more.
It was
off week. That was fucked up.
I
did more.
It was prom and graduation. It was wild.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Well,
real shit.
Had a great time, man. Took a little well-needed, I guess, staycation, vacation. You know what I mean?
Is it a brocation?
Brocation for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a good time with the guys.
I like that word, man.
You don't like brocation?
That's
I'm
different.
sorry.
No, it's
I tried.
good. It's
You know,
creative
it's
as
like
fuck,
girls
yeah.
trip. Like do boys like it's not. You can't do boys trip. It don't sound right for like
it does
grown
sound
men.
very,
just
very
me and the
homies.
guys. Yeah, me and the guys linked
Epstein
up. Man.
Islandish.
Yeah,
That
me and the
sounds
guys
better,
linked up.
yeah.
Yeah, we
You
linked
and
up,
the
man. Took over Houston. You know what I'm saying? So,
Did you take it over?
Yeah, low key. You know what I mean? My jersey's in the rafters.
There was nothing in your refrigerator, dude.
Nothing.
That should be.
Nothing but water and alcohol.
Fair.
You come here to sleep and get the fuck out of here.
Right.
That's it.
But yeah.
Did you get turkey leg hut?
So I was down the street from that joint.
What is
and
that?
it's like what they're known for.
Yeah.
Right?
Big ass turkey legs.
Yeah. But I don't know. It was overrated and it was packed. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's overrated. It's packed.
Yeah.
It's a name.
I'm cool.
You may not like, if you don't like turkey legs.
I'm cool.
How close is Kitchen and Cocktails to, was that to y'all? Was that a different city?
I didn't even know they had one there.
It started down there in Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, well, the one here is trash, so wasn't.
My shit be fire though, bro.
That is the restaurant where I met that dude, the PR dude, and we exchanged information. And I walked to my car and I had a dick on my phone.
My man.
That quick?
That quick. I literally got up from the bar and
Perseverance.
walked away, and there was a dick on my phone.
Good job, my guy.
I want to know how that conversation went. I think that was okay.
This is what happens when you're a woman. You never know. It could be a dick on your phone.
Did you respond back?
I didn't. I didn't know what to say. I needed a PR rep, right?
Send it back to him. Send that shit back to him. No, thank you.
That was so wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my week, man. You know, how was y'all?
It was good. I'm like, what happened? So when we took our little break, Landon had ran, state.
How'd he do?
Got tripped, rolled his foot, didn't
Damn.
make it to finals, right? So I spent 3 hours driving to go pick him up, brought him back. So he went on prom. He looked great, had a great time. And now we're getting ready for my daughter's 16th birthday. I've been moderating, doing a whole bunch of weed stuff. No, it doesn't. It's been jam packed. Shout out to everybody, at Lincoln Park Zoo, auxiliary board. Yo, Q shut it down.
Shout out to the 90s and 80s
the
band.
90s and 2000s.
90s and 2000s.
How you go back in time?
Yeah.
You know what? Drink the rest of this coconut crap, and maybe that'll help you keep the words together.
I apologize, Q.
Oh my goodness! When I say they performed. I mean, hands up, dancing, knees moving, and everybody knew from the windows to the wall.
Of course.
Yeah.
7-piece band. People were like, I want them at our wedding. Somebody was like, this is the only band y'all ever need to have here. And then Q was like, we'll see y'all next year. I was like, well, there you go. So they made me look really, really good. And people kept introducing me like, yeah, she's the one that got the band. Let me buy you a drink. Bitch, all the drinks are free.
Yeah.
All the drinks are free. But it's good. I'm glad to be back, though. Happy to be back.
That's great, though.
What I missed, brother? What I missed?
Y'all got a chance to refresh and enjoy yourselves. Man, look here. great times in my life, in my parenthood, my fatherdom. It's tremendous, you know.
Sounds like the Thunderdome.
Fatherdom, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not often that parents in my situation, because it's a smaller community, get to enjoy what mainstream parents enjoy on a regular, you know what I'm saying? Because my child can't do everything. So this week he had a very festive full week, and that motherfucker took it all the festivities in.
He was looking good,
he
though,
took all the
kid.
festivities in, too.
He was looking good. He was clean. He was clean.
Funny story about that, too, though. He was, man, you know what? It costs enough. He needed to be. So he had the school cookout one day, which I didn't get a chance to go to, which is fine. He had the luncheon. This was Monday. He had luncheon on the Wednesday, which he had the cherry reds on, some all white pants, some red polo shirt, thought he was the shit, you know, he in the crowd. Everybody knows my son at Lindblom. He's the unofficial mayor. Love it. I love them for loving him.
Yeah.
And treated him well. He's mutual with the shit, so he chop it up like he really got game. He probably got game. You don't understand.
Bro, it was so good to see him smile and just interacting like the video. Like
that's what he do, man. You know?
I see you can.
He got hella personality, but he's like his dad, man. I fuck with you. I fuck with you. If I don't, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And don't talk to me for too long. Now you get annoying. now you get annoying.
Very
you know
much like you.
And then Friday was his birthday and prom the same day. So we had the birthday celebration, the DJ, the food, the taco truck, the Escalade out there. We had the wardrobe trained like he was a superstar. We took off the tech suit, which tech suits are so fucking overrated. I did it already, though.
Tech suit?
It's Nike tech. It's a $110 pair of sweatpants with a $130 jacket.
Oh,
That
I know
thing.
what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So he had that on yellow, killing them, you know what I'm saying, with the tuxedo joints on. Then switched out to the Gucci outfit, the black tailor-made suit.
Ooh.
I forgot my man's name. The man is crazy when it comes to putting shit together.
Bro, that shit was
Measurements and all, fly. He had a good time. The next day was his graduation, and that was wonderful at McCormick Place, every Crown Theater. But I realized
I hate
something.
that spot.
I do.
I hate the parking.
Yep,
I hate
it's
getting
terrible.
in and out. It's horrible. And $25 to park. Like, what?
Yeah, I run through them on that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
It's
but
all
yeah,
good.
it's
I'm
bullshit.
so used to everything. But I realized on all that shit, though, I be so busy trying to protect him from this harsh-ass world we live in that I don't take the chance to enjoy him.
To be present.
And it was at one point I caught myself smiling doing his picture shoots. I was like, damn, I'm not even enjoying this shit because I'm trying to make sure, you know, he salivates sometimes, mouth clean, he don't get shit on the suit, shoes don't get scuffed. I'm doing all this other dumb shit instead of watching him enjoying his life. So I got to do better with that shit, though, man. But it was great. 2 weeks off. Hey, man, you know, well, 1 week off, 2 weeks to talk about. That's what stood out.
That's what's up.
Great.
Oh, I'm happy that you had a moment to like reflect, like, all right, well, sometimes I can be more of a handler than like being present as a parent. And I feel like that, you know, often as I watched Landon, you know, graduate. And graduation was long and weird.
Oh my God.
The lady
It's overrated. And the speakers are, no one's listening to them.
Yo, this lady was like, my mom, you know, talked about picking cotton. And I was like, where's this going? And then her final line was like something like, you all go out there and have a cotton picking good time. I was like, oh man, this is bad.
I'm glad you said that. 2 seconds. Cheryl Burton was a guest speaker.
Okay.
At the graduation. She came, I don't know if she smokes or drinks. Maybe she's just a good spirit. We're not gonna put that on you, Cheryl. But she got up there and turned up. And it made the graduation not as long as it should have been, because it was some dead ass speech. I'm looking like, oh my God, I'm going to sleep.
She was lit?
Yeah, she was lit. And then, of course, she a Delta, so she got up there and did her shit. I'm looking like, all right.
Nice.
Called them old ass cools up there. I don't know what noise they make, but they did that shit.
No, that's AKA.
No,
Why you gotta move your neck like that?
Some shit like that, though.
I'm
like
neither. So
in the building. I'm like, God damn.
Yo, shout out to all of the black fraternities and sororities. Speaking of which,
I'm not gonna say all that shit.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be HBCU night and frat and sorority night at.
Actually, we need to start tapping into that.
At the
like
aquarium. So that's gonna be a good
gave you
time.
credit for it, bro.
Y'all need to be there.
We gonna fight. We gonna fight Fox. We gonna fight. We have so many ideas.
Who gonna win?
I don't
Me.
care.
Oh, you don't care?
Yeah, y'all don't care, bro. I'm probably not gonna fight no way.
To the death.
I'm definitely hitting you
We
with
have so many
something.
ideas. What?
Pause. Ugh. God.
He gonna
Hey,
gonna hit you with his hips.
Yeah, fuck the conversation. Let's move on.
Fix that in post.
Brandon, help, Brandon.
Wait a minute.
But no, y'all need to be there.
Okay.
It's gonna be a good time.
All right, that's what's
HBCU night, sorority and fraternity, black sorority and fraternity. So it's nice to see that the cultural institutions are starting to pick up on creating spaces for our people that people want to rock with. So I look forward to it.
See, one of our other cousins had a graduation picnic yesterday. She just left Fisk.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was
Yeah,
pretty dope.
we made that publication. Shout out to Fisk.
There you go.
Shout out to
Absolutely,
Cousin.
man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Also, let me just say this, man. This entire episode brought to you by Elite Cigars. What you want to do is you want to go to Elite Cigars on his IG. Martez, he made the top 30 aficionados for cigars.
He's consistent with it.
Yeah. He's official. Make sure you go to Elite Cigars on Instagram. Black owned. He has all kind of flavors. It's really a good smoke. I ain't
Quality.
Oh, do we have any?
Yeah.
Before, yeah. And,
I like sweeter,
and
shorter
Ted's a bunch your
ones.
ass too, bro. Just so you know.
Who is Ted?
Martez.
Oh, on the court?
Yeah, Ted's a bunch your ass. With a cigar in hand, bro. That's what he said.
I ain't gonna be smoking while
Ted,
wait,
I'm trying to give you credit, bro.
That would be
You know what I'm saying?
hilarious if he could like smoke a cigar and bust a mine on the basketball court.
Yeah. Ted said he was nice. You know, I checked his background. He decent. He decent.
Background checks is crazy, though.
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead,
you
though.
got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Got to do that. But let's go ahead and get into the show, man.
Get to it.
Let's go.
I thought this was weird as fuck, and I'm just gonna throw this live to my good friend AB. We have a Chicago police officer that was busted at a bar with crack cocaine, and he
Excuse
pulled
me, what?
he
Wait.
pulled up to this bar in the squad car,
In an unmarked car. Nice new hybrid Explorer. Come on.
drunk with a
Saving-
couple fifths in the trunk,
gas. Yeah.
and
Oh no.
coke.
Getting his Tony
A lot of
Montana
coke.
on.
Was it his coke?
It was definitely his coke.
Somebody was in the car.
Allegedly.
30, what was he? 38, 33, one or the other.
I don't
Is he
know.
ours?
He's dumb.
Yeah, he's done.
He's
How does
dumb,
how does this happen? Like, okay,
Is
it's
he a
is.
brother?
Yep.
yeah, he's a brother.
Yep.
And this isn't the first time he's been in trouble for alcohol. First time with drugs. Well, yeah. So he took. I think they gave him like a 10-day suspension for being drunk on the job. Right.
That's light.
You know, it's light work. Right. Still got your job, but then you get caught with more coke and more alcohol. Drunk as fuck.
How about you just be smart when you're doing shit? How about that? You know, how often do you get to walk around in the white man's world with a badge, a gun, get to run lights, you know what I'm saying? Get to do all kind of things that you can't do if you don't have the complexion for the connection or protection. You have the complexion for rejection, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Until you burn your
All of those rhyme.
Yeah, they did though. Fucking, and then you go and no pun intended, blow that. You know what I'm saying? He right, because he blew it, what, a 236.2, boy?
Wow.
The whole bottle, no chase, no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
What club did he pull up to?
Teasers. Titty bar.
Yeah, some shit out in Norridge or some
Titty
shit.
bar. Yeah, it's very popular that way. I've never gone because I don't trust Norwich police. I don't trust no suburban police surrounding. No shade to none of y'all. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust none of that shit, bro. But how do you
Officer
pull up
Andrews.
in your work car, fresh off work, go in there, get whatever you get going on, come back out, you know what it took though? It took a Karen to say, hey, there's a squad car in front of the bar. Bitch, mind your business.
Oh,
But see, this is
that
my
part.
thing though.
That
This is my
part.
thing right here though. Officers that pulled up, once they saw who it was and what it was, if he was disoriented, you just make sure he gets home safely. You don't worry about anything else. You don't worry about this.
Is that what's called the Brotherhood?
Hell no, I hate that most of I saw somebody hate it this morning.
The thing
You know,
blue
you know
line
what I'm saying?
is like the,
That's not, I told you that don't exist.
Clearly.
Okay.
It's only nepotism who you know.
Yeah.
People get strung up and strung out.
Was he
Get it
arrested?
strung out.
hell yeah.
Yeah. They booked him.
Yeah, he out on $10,000 I bond right now.
Because
That
you
is
can't
so
even
low.
take that take home car is for work and home. No stops in between.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So that now you got contraband in the car, two different types.
Crack
now you
and
got
cocaine. So he had
Oh,
rock,
I didn't
he
know.
had
And you
rock
got-
and
and you got
cocaine
drink.
and powder.
Yeah.
And
and your own personal time now. You
Oh,
violate
no.
all kind of policies that we have, though, bro. So you kind of get what's coming to you. I'm not mad about if you're enjoying his life, though. You pretty much threw away a 6-figure pension, though. Because he had 2 years left, I think, on the job. 2 years left.
Officer, I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. Arenthius Andrews. Yeah.
Officer Andrews.
What district is he from? Did we even?
No clue.
No clue. Okay,
District unemployed.
for sure.
County.
38 years old. So yeah, no, he had way more time than
He had to have way
yeah,
more time.
way
He
more
had-
time.
Oh, you said 2 years on the job.
I think he had 2 years left to do it, something like that. Though. 38. He started maybe, I don't know. He's a dummy.
yeah.
He's a dummy.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
wild. That's a lot of drugs.
Now the job can get to you, right? I get it.
Do you?
But
When the
crack,
last time your job make you want to?
crack. No job makes me want to do crack. Sorry.
I mean, having kids will make me want to,
Yeah,
try some new things.
for
but-
sure. But crack and cocaine.
How about you just motherfucking park the car down the street and walk to Teasers?
I mean, but he was inebriated, right? He probably
It was at 5:30 a.m.
He wasn't thinking
They're
about
all
let
kinda
me
walks of shame.
protect myself.
And this wasn't his first time, I'm sure.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
this
that's a
is
repeat
what
of
he's
some
used
behavior,
to.
man. I don't know. Fuck, dude.
I wonder who
You
he
get what you
tipped.
deserve. How about this though? How about the police rumor mill right now? Let's just go here. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
y'all
Like high
a
schoolers.
copper got caught fucking a migrant in the squad car.
I can believe it.
I definitely believe it. I've heard it from too many different angles.
Yeah.
Get it? Too many different angles.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the rumor mill. And also,
So he got caught?
a copper took some migrants in to kind of care for them. And one of the migrants fucked this guy's wife. Your wife is trash if that happened.
What?
This is the rumor mill.
He took the men in?
People take migrants in. Yeah, they do.
Took the
All
men
of
in.
I actually had a call in my district where Buddy took some migrants in. Not a cop did, but a civilian did. And then the civilian called the police because the migrants don't want to leave. You can't invite a motherfucker in your house. You got a 16-inch TV plus couches. You got a sectional. You got a man cave. They don't have these luxuries right now.
What are y'all
Expect them
doing?
on to leave.
What are y'all doing with these twin-size beds that they have set up in the lobby of the...
They ain't in 14.
Okay.
Man, sleep on the floor.
They're on the floor.
Yeah, they're on the floor.
And they on the floor with their liquor and their weed. And now it's started though.
They got liquor and... What?
You can't keep them. They don't have to stay there. They can leave and come back and just rest. It's fine.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a free country. You know what I'm saying? But now the things that were going on over there, or maybe the influence here is permeating into that migrant culture, bro, because now you're starting, the domestics are starting now. You are starting now to see the hard drug use over here now. It's that fast. Coming around. It's happening.
I mean, also, what else do you have to do all day? You know?
Yeah, just don't do that.
What are they waiting on? What are they waiting on?
To do what?
Exactly. They're just... How long are they going to sit in these schools?
Game, bro.
That's what I'm saying. How long are they going to sit in these schools?
We'll get right into it. The 51 million is gone June 30th. It's gone.
So I have so many mixed, opinions on this. Anything I kind of don't understand, I start to read about, and I took myself back to when African Americans were the immigrants in Illinois.
It's not cool, but okay, it's not cool in my opinion. But go ahead though.
Well, I mean, but that's just how I process things, to kind of give me a balanced perspective.
Right.
Like how much did it have felt for us to be the ones unwanted, right? Just for shits and giggles. And then that's when I found the black law. Like in 1853, Illinois passed a law that if you were a black person found in Illinois, you had 10 days to get out. And you were heavily fined and removed from the state of Illinois with labor.
Oh, jail.
Right? So, but to see the word immigrant next to African Americans, I'm like, oh, this is par for the course.
There was a play on words though.
But no, like this was the language of 1853 related to us.
Right. Understood.
And so now I'm looking at, all right, so how do we, because the state has seen us and put that word attached to us, how do we as Black people now feel about sharing resources, sharing space? How do we make recommendations? But then also, it's wild to have a Democratic president, right? Chicago got money from, LIFA got money from Pritzker when this first started. Pritzker gave Chicago some money and was like, that's it. This all I got for you.
Right.
While the Republicans downstate or down south are like, well, we told y'all the government wasn't gonna help y'all. They haven't been helping us. So now the state goes to DC and Biden and Harris like, yo, where are the resources? We're struggling. Crickets.
Of course.
So now it's like all the Black people that voted for Biden are like, so where are you? Where are the resources? How are you planning on helping? Like, what are you going to do?
It wouldn't be different no matter who they voted for. I'm glad you said to see the word migrant or immigrant attached to Black folks. It gives you a different perspective or a different way to angle or a different way to look at things, because I look at the word minority that way because for so long, minority was attached to Black people.
Right.
But the further time progressed, it became women, it became Hispanics,
Yeah, this big thing.
It white, it became Asian, everything, So I look at the way people play with words, funny as hell. First of all, I'm not sure how many Black folks came here by choice. I don't have the exact numbers. I know some did, a lot did not. So I'm not sure how I can attach migrant or immigrant to Black and to the migrants, the new migrants of Chicago, new migrant wave. You know what I'm saying?
That.
My problem is this, and I ain't shitting on what you said at all.
Oh, no, I get the play on what they decided who was an immigrant and who wasn't.
Right, and who was a minority, who is and who's not.
And did you all see the Chicago Tribe was saying, like, don't use migrant, use asylum seeker?
Nope, I'm not ever using that shit, though.
Like that.
No, I'm not using
you didn't
that,
see
though.
that?
I saw that, but I'm not using it, though. I'm not.
Why?
Stop telling me how to fucking talk.
Oh.
Stop telling me how to fucking talk. if you get over the FCC, over these airways, you still say
whatever you
Nigger, Nigga, all this shit, you can still demean my people visually and verbally. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about until you play the game correctly. And y'all don't, so I'm never going to play the game right. I'm going to play to win.
So the premise of using language is to that it's a
softens things.
No, not soften,
really
but
does,
it's a legal status. So I think what they were trying to do is help people be very clear on asylum seekers are here legally. They're not here illegally.
They had no process to go through.
Right,
Facts.
but that's it. So
That's
I
the
guess
problem.
there's a
We're not
difference.
stupid.
There's a difference between an illegal immigrant and an asylum seeker.
You see this in you see this in Mexicans a lot. Mexicans that are here legally, they be like, man, fuck those guys that came here over the border and not legal. I'm like, damn, y'all a little rough and harsh.
I've seen
They do
that. Yeah,
I see it a
I've
lot.
heard that. Yeah,
Especially in Humboldt Park.
Yeah. Do y'all?
They got names for them too. The names are nasty.
Well, where does this 51 million come from, right? And so
Right.
the speakers
go
of
in
the
your
House
pocket right now. Pull it out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, get your titty money out. Get titty money.
They got
Come on.
51 million.
Did you say titty
You
money?
got titty money. Get titty money out of here.
So they turn around and say, well, what about reparations? We can forget about it. Like, we can ask, we can continue
What
to
about
ask.
reinvestment instead of the disinvestment? What about those things?
I
What about
remember-
the resources? I'm sorry, because I see it. You see it every day too, though. But I go to work every day and they tell us the shit we got. Now our overtime spots. Now we got to go protect Brand Park, which is a migrant spot. Fuck y'all.
I know exactly where it's
A
at.
respite spot site. There you go. Now we got to go to Wright College now for overtime. I never sign up for this shit. You know why? Not because I'm a hater, because I feel that there are areas in Chicago that I need to protect first. Before that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Y'all
like
get money.
priority,
Exactly.
yeah.
I do think that. Go ahead. What you say?
I can see that. Man, you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I forgot to. That's why I rushed out and beat you to it.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
whatever. Y'all get on my
Hey,
nerves.
do y'all
Nah, you
still
remember to
fuck
say
with drive-ins or
I loved
drive-throughs
it.
for movies?
Yeah, the one that I did
my dick
love
suck,
going
yeah.
to.
Yes.
You motels and drive-ins and drive-throughs.
What else is it good for?
So I asked that because they have.
Why you cut off right there, bro?
No, I didn't. I was just adding
He cut
two.
you off?
Adding two. They have the five
I missed y'all.
the five best drive-throughs or what do you call
Drive-ins.
them? Drive-ins.
Do
What
Right?
we
about-
have 5 in the Chicago metro area?
We don't. So here's what, this is Illinois, right?
Oh man,
Somewhere in McHenry.
McHenry County.
Sundown Town. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. Midday Drive-In,
Where's that?
Sterling. Where's Sterling, Illinois?
I know what it is. I don't like it either, though. I do know what it is.
I don't know what that is.
This is the only one in Chicago. Where are we at? Chi-Town Movies, which is 2343 South.
Oh, that's Chinatown.
True.
In the Chinatown?
Might be South Loop, Chinatown.
About Halsted, yeah.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah, it's close. Like Pilsen, Chinatown area.
We got.
I would definitely do that one.
Where the fuck is Earlville? You ever Earlville?
It's right here.
Trust me.
Nope.
Hey,
You tried
Sundown Town Anonymous.
That's called Route 34 and Monroe, Wisconsin. I don't even know why they put this on here because that's Wisconsin.
Sundown Town again.
Well, I mean, it's the metro area, right? So it's
Metrosexual or metropolitan?
metro area. So it goes
Oh.
out to Indiana and into Kenosha, Wisconsin. So
But it said Illinois though.
What you doing down there? How you know this?
what you mean?
What you
It's
do tomorrow?
Chicago
What you-
metro area.
Metro, Wisconsin.
Kenosha was dope though. You know, you
They
go out
got
there and get
the,
the
shopping mall there.
Yeah.
Okay. there
But
you
now
go.
they got one in Rosemont. So it's
Rosemont is really not that.
Rosemont's just an
inexpensive.
extortion.
Yeah, it is.
It's an
Yeah,
extortion,
it's
by the
not.
you know about it.
Yeah, I do. Fuck all the
How many
drive-ins.
Coach bags you done bought from Rosemont?
Too many. Pussy's not free, y'all. Just so you know.
Aw, it's not. But
By
you know,
the bag,
so
bag chick.
during COVID, there was a drive-in at whatchamacallit Stadium where the Bears play.
Soldier Field.
So, yeah, Soldier Field, and
You know.
that was by the Cats.
You hate the Bears, huh?
Jamal and Sherrod, they helped put that on. It was packed out, booked out. They did a great job. I hope they bring that back.
You think about drive-ins, bro. Think about drive-bys. What's the most famous drive-bys in the movie?
Oh my God.
Menace to Society
Boys
is one
in
of
the
them.
Hood.
Boys in the Hood is
Menace
one
to
of them.
Society.
Menace. What else do we have? The Bob
Oh
and Weave.
wait, Set It Off doesn't count as a drive-by, does it?
That's a titty shaking scene. That's all it did. She did this.
You get on my
nerves.
She did die in a really titty way.
Dying in the titty way.
She said, I say, what?
Dying in the titty
She
way.
dying trying to get paid. I don't know which one it was. I was confused at that point.
Was that Queen Latifah?
Yeah, it was Queen
Yeah,
Latifah.
She
yeah.
got the worst titties on earth. Did y'all see? Y'all see the movie where she actually let
She
them
had a
shits?
sports bra.
No, there was a movie where she was.
What was
Not
the
just
movie?
right with Kwame. I didn't like that. I didn't like them
That was
as a
corny.
love
No,
couple.
this was like
Kwame, stop playing
It
basketball,
took place in
bro.
like the 30s, right? And she was like some type of jazz singer. Some
Chicago.
Oh.
Shit.
Chicago.
And she's sitting there.
Stupid.
She's sitting there
Chicago.
in front of the mirror. Them titties. Is,
Down to your knees. Down to your knees.
That's y'all are
Make
horrible.
you freeze.
Well, that's what
Hey.
breasts do. Okay, yours do it.
see, there you go. See,
What about the
There you
drive by?
go.
Don't be a
there you
menace.
go.
Damn,
the
you do
driving?
have. Nah, I ain't gonna. You been working out, bro. You do better.
Wait, does Harlem Nights? It wasn't a drive-by.
Wait, that might have to count though.
Absolutely, that
That
counts.
was tremendous though.
Pink.
What do we have? That's 3. We ain't got 2 more. We've seen way too many movies for this shit though.
Oh
Way too many
my
movies.
God.
They don't have to even be black movies.
Heat, it's so much gunplay in that motherfucker.
Drive-by.
I'm trying to think what else.
Well, put your thinking
Scarface?
caps on.
That wasn't a drive-by.
It wouldn't drive-by fucking.
Well, if we do drive-bys, then I do want to do shootouts.
Black folks probably created the drive-by.
That's not fair.
Black folks and the mob. So let's talk Casino.
Okay.
Yeah, because they shot up my man crazy.
Does Players Club count when they shot the club, then they came up with the bazooka afterwards and shut the bitch up?
Yes, I think so. It should.
Anybody don't want to get murdered?
Oh my God. I remember I posted the musical version of the fight in the I gotta find that. And they were singing. It was classic.
Yeah. Oh shit. You know what? I'm tripping, man.
No, you're not.
We lost a couple greats.
We did.
Tina Turner. Okay.
You know what? I'm sorry, go ahead. What are you finna say? We finna move on.
And also Jim Brown.
Let me go back to Tina real quick, bro.
Go
Before
ahead.
you move on. It's crazy how she got her biggest boost to fame and star power and popularity through trauma she had been through, bro. And how many memes and jokes were spawned from What's Love Got to Do With, which was actually
Bitch, if you die, I kill you.
right, a trash movie to me.
It was
You know
definitely
what I'm saying?
trash.
It's trash because to me, now that I watched it once and I couldn't go back. No bullshit. I say, I'm not gonna sit here and watch a lady's life be put on display for humor and profit when it changed her life. And out of all the wonderful work she did in rock and roll, where women weren't accepted like that though. In rock and roll,
yeah, because it wasn't R&B.
Right,
rock
exactly.
and roll.
Well, y'all can't give a love for that shit though. Suck my. No, I'm stop playing. I ain't gonna say that. That's not appropriate, but. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can appreciate that though. So I have this new whip and 3 months.
You got a new whip? Say it again. Say it
I
again.
got a new whip.
Woohoo! Talk that
Right?
talk.
So I get 3 months of Sirius XM.
Look at the corner.
Right? Sirius XM, right? And there's a whole Tina Turner channel now.
See that?
Word.
And I'm like, it's been days I have not heard another, like a repeat song.
She got him.
And then, unless it's like the live version. And then I was like, she did a song with Barry White. If you like,
People don't know that though.
yeah, it's a whole bunch of music, that I'm unfamiliar with. But I also, if I think about the soundscape of radios and things like that, Tina Turner wasn't a part. She just wasn't in rotation. Like you have to go to a station to find her. And I think that's my issue with music is finding a balanced, radio station that's going to give you the diversity of old school, new school, rock and roll hour, and find a really fun way to mix it up. That's why I appreciate like LL Cool J's
Rock the Bells.
Hell yeah, he did a segment like Salute the Sample. And so they would kick it off with the full version of the sample, and then they bring in
Is
how
Who Kid
it was
doing that for him?
used.
Because that's what Who Kid's famous for. He be killing that shit.
And I was like, oh man, I love this, because it kind of
Shout out
keeps
to
the
Who Kid for whatever
history,
reason.
History alive. But
Subscribe.
I'm learning a lot about her, and I don't like the memes. Like it's one with Buddy standing at the top of the stairs looking down.
Hey,
I'm like,
I laughed.
I
was like,
did
it's fucked
laugh,
up.
but I didn't
It's
repost.
fucked up, man.
I laughed, but I didn't even like it. I didn't love it, like it, share it.
Why not?
Because I was like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
Tina
Like,
can't escape her. Can't escape him
she
even in
cannot,
death.
she can't, but a part of me is like, she can't escape the violence that she experienced to help tell her story. But then how serious did we take that? Because we did turn it into
It was a money play.
You know who she is though? Really, in my opinion, just maybe not as popular without the machine behind her. To me, Tina Turner was the first Beyonce, bro.
I would agree.
Beyond all,
I would
think about
absolutely
the
agree.
The tassels, the legs, bro, the twirling legs, all of the talent, the hair, everything, bro.
How she commands an audience,
she's
her
not just-
being able to hold her own.
And Tina could sing, and she's not just R&B. Beyonce does what? She does the pop, she does the rock, she does all that shit.
Tina
We can disagree.
has
It's music. We love it.
Tina has a spiritual CD because she became she was a meditator and she did yoga. She has an entire collection of spiritual music with a children's choir. I use it in my yoga classes.
It's hard to resist children, bro. Singing.
Her voice
singing,
is so
singing.
yeah, her voice.
Yeah. Whoa. No
made that
F in here, buddy.
Right. But she has a range that's just like unmatched. Like you can know her in so many different ways.
So many categories Tina could pop up in. So can Beyonce.
I like that.
That's just different.
Yeah, shout out Tina Turner.
Jim Brown,
man.
my man.
Activist. All-time leading rusher.
Actor as well.
Actor, right? before somebody did recently break his record. I forgot who it was.
He was in I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and the big toe?
Shot me in my pinky toe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
A lot of
big
stuff.
Toe.
He Got Game. Love that movie.
Yeah.
Parole Officer. He did everything.
But no, he was running with Lou Alcindor, which is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Russell.
All the people.
Muhammad Ali, right?
The iconic picture in Cleveland, which Joe Kim Noah popularly said, nobody wants to go to Cleveland. Fam, if it wasn't for Cleveland, that picture wouldn't have happened, bro.
Yeah. So we lost him, and he was headstrong and head fast in his active him being
in activism,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never broke character, never sold out, made a way for a lot of the players now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay fighting the fight.
As far as let's start with football.
The abuse players took.
Yeah.
It made his choice
He took
easy.
every hit. He took every hit.
It made his choice easy. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
He quit football to really dive into black activism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He would have been the all-time leading rusher of all time.
9 years at
like
top.
7.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Like he was killing.
In the video game, Mila, his sliders would have been way up. There's nothing he couldn't do. He would just run people over and keep going. 2 or 3 people at a time. Yeah, no bullshit.
I mean, we talking OJ better than OJ, better than
OJ was good. Gail Sayers, Walter Payton.
So he's like a
Emmitt
perfect
Smith,
example of like an athlete who shouldn't stay in his lane.
For sure.
Yeah, don't shut up and dribble.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Don't shut up and dribble.
Yeah,
but he's an example of he chose life outside of football because the punishment football put on his body, he knew he could make more of a difference influencing others outside of football. My fault. I started off completely wrong. He knew he could influence others outside of football more than he could on the field. He said that before. And I'm like, damn, that's respectable because you were the shit. You were the shit. People that
So he valued his other skill set of what he could contribute versus...
He played in some of those black exploitation movies.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Blaxploitation.
For sure.
Do we count as Blaxploitation?
Huh?
Do we count as Blaxploitation a little bit?
Only when we sing, because that's terrible.
I'm okay with that. Oh, and you know what? Let me just a moment of transparency. Also lost my uncle yesterday, my favorite uncle, man. Uncle Greg, I love you, man. Greg Drummond, man.
I'm so
one of the best dudes ever. Like, you know, you got that uncle who doesn't judge you, right? You just come on through, man.
Encourages your bad habits, cool.
Absolutely.
But he let you be you though.
Yes.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He's guidance.
So I think in his mind it was like, man, I would rather y'all be here than anywhere
Absolutely.
else. Right?
Absolutely.
So we were able to bring, we would almost every weekend bring the DJ over. He'd bring the big speaker out, get on the grill. Like, his house was the spot.
I'm that uncle, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
My nephew loves it. I'm that uncle, you know what I'm saying? That's sad, you know. Shout out to the Dawson family as well, you know. Head up, chest out, do it. One of our supporters, longtime friend and supporters, lost her sister unexpectedly. So her sister was maybe 2 years older than her. You know, nobody knows what happened, but leaves behind grandkids, young kids, and just, hey, man, that's it. Appreciate life, be grateful to life. Let's pick the energy back up now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let me ask y'all
this.
this.
Get a song for that, bro.
Cheers to life.
Absolutely.
Cheers to life and good memories. And shout out
cup.
to everybody who's, you know, living it up as they're listening to this. Salut.
Let's put some respect on their name, man. You know what I mean? Let's put some respect on their name.
Whoa, I want you to put it out.
Wait for this.
Put some respect on it.
Wait for this shit, though. Give me a little volume, dog.
Put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up. Put some
It belongs in
respect
the donut.
on it. But that ain't put some respect on it. I wanna look in your face. Put some respect on
I'm
it.
finna get flagged.
I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, nah, it's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. You know, it's a circle of life. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you deal with it.
Let's represent them well. That's it.
Absolutely. What are y'all thoughts on old ass Al Pacino having another fucking kid at 83 years old? I personally love it because as men, we can shoot for life.
Club never closed, huh?
The club never
Club never closes.
And like his chick is like 29. You know what I mean? He probably won't see his son grow up.
Damn.
But then
the boy turned to the Grim Reaper fast, didn't he?
Yeah, for sure. But then it's like, all right, are you and De Niro still in competition? Because De Niro's on that type of time, having kids continuously in his 70s and 80s.
I think the only thing that concerns me about sperm actually loses its quality as men age as well. So it's not like promised that you'll have.
So his son gonna come out with one arm.
No, looking 40.
No, like
the Benjamin Button early.
Come out with a motherfucking ARP
no,
card.
but both women and men, reproduction just gets more challenging, and so just hope for a healthy human being. I don't know, but compared to the 123-year-old virgin who ain't never got smashed.
Who's that?
You ain't seen that? I sent it to you.
I missed that.
She's
Wow.
123 and she's a virgin.
Boy, she been out here sucking and jacking dicks for
Oh my!
123
First
years.
of all, Auntie, no, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Fuck out of
You
here.
didn't see it. I sent it to you.
So that's a
Who is
virgin.
it?
That's a
Me?
Virgin Mary. I missed that.
What's her name?
No, she's in Africa.
Motherfucker didn't clap them cakes, man. Hold on.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
y'all are horrible.
It's hard to believe, but I guess I can. I take people at their face value. It might be my one flaw, but to know you don't live forever and not want to get no pipe.
Well, she's waiting on her husband.
Yeah, he had a coffin.
So something wrong with 123 years.
Go
she ain't
get
found
in
a
the
man?
grave next to this motherfucker. Yeah, that's where he at.
Yeah, it's over with.
He already
Would you all date a virgin? Well, you're married, but if you weren't married, would you? Do you all?
Yeah.
40-year-old virgin.
I would
45-year-old virgin.
relish in a chance to ruin this motherfucker's life.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
relish. You're always mine now. I'm going to
You're
eat the ass.
always mine.
The ass, the booty. You know what I'm saying? The first time, every time I do anything to you, the first time it's mine. It's over with, bro. I'm gonna ruin you.
Bruh. All right, let's keep it a bean.
Grocery shopping,
Virgin
whatever
sex is
female
trash.
Gucci is.
Virgin sex is trash.
That's not the point, though.
It's trash.
Point. It's not the point, though, dog. The Art of War. Read that book.
So you at war with the pussy?
I'm at war with the control of the mind. Hey, look at you, never mind. You might meet motherfucking the future Elon Musk, but guess what? Ain't gonna be no first there.
Yo,
Me.
I cannot.
God damn it. You know what I'm saying?
I cannot.
You're stupid as hell.
123 years, she's never had dick.
That's what. Yeah.
You believe that though?
I think like you was kind of like taking face value. Like who wants to?
Well,
Who
wants a 123-year-old pussy now?
By getting piped now.
Who wants a 123-year-old
What's
pussy
her
right
point
now?
though? Like if she went so long without it,
Can you pull it up?
when she went so long without it, like what's the point of getting it now?
Well, I mean,
Can't miss what you never had. That's old pimping right there though. Can't miss what you never had.
You said old pimp.
It's old pimping. We from out west.
Nah,
It's
man.
old pimping right there.
I'm not buying that shit. There's no way I'm buying that shit.
What we talking about before that, bro? Fuck.
No, it don't even matter.
It do. I had something to say, bro. It was ridiculous.
We're talking about the age difference with Pacino, what's name, right?
Yeah, before I just heard that information. Bro, I looked at Shorty sideways so, but you 29 fucking 80-year-old, you don't give a fuck about your body. You don't value your body. You want to secure the bag for the future, for your future.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got donk?
No.
Oh, okay. You know what? I did see it, but I never.
You didn't.
Yeah, wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so meet the real life 123-year-old virgin who can't seem to get a boyfriend. Well, of course not. You're 123.
Facts.
All right, let's start
Age
there.
ain't nothing but a number.
All right, let's start there.
Hey, R. Kelly, okay, man.
Now, when that pussy
Reverse R. Kelly.
was good and seasoned,
Juicy.
you know what I mean? When
Marinating.
it was primed.
Ready,
Why
right.
your face make
You know what I'm
that?
saying?
You think about a fresh meal.
And then the thumbnail that they have on it, she looks depressed at this point because
I mean,
she's
you
never gotten dick. So that only leads me to
That's
believe.
how I look when I don't get it.
So it leads me to
Y'all be
believe.
wondering like, they be hungry all the
Man,
time. Like,
look.
no, it's
My-
the
my
other
fuck-
H word.
Motherfucker done took that mouth, man. Period. Period. Like, and what's the point of holding out 123
They say
years?
extraordinary, like for what?
I guess when I don't know.
That's a
You
big-
know
that's
that
a big
I do have people in my life that I know that are pushing 50 and have never been
50.
intimate.
That's not that old, though.
You actually
Yes.
virgins in Chicago?
Yes.
You never got
These-
finger. They never sucked nothing. Never ate.
I do. Why you gotta do the motion though? Like, and that is not what we like.
Yeah, he definitely playing with booty. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do the finger thing.
He can do it either, though. You know what I'm saying? He made a little paper bird in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't
Y'all
know.
keep your hands away from everybody's crotch area doing any of those things.
I don't like rubbing coochie though.
I don't either. That shit,
I don't like
that shit
rubbing
weird.
coochie. I
That
don't.
shit weird.
Why?
I don't like rubbing it. Like I like to wash my hands. If we in the middle of getting down and juicing, not real the pussy, I gotta wash my hands before you come back and fuck.
First of all, the fact that you did this means that you actually know. Yeah.
Hey, he go, ew. I'm saying, now I eat the motherfucker, but I play with, I don't for what?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? It's different.
I'm cool.
It's different
love
though.
y'all.
But Shorty 29 fucking the 80-year-old, bro, that's gold digger supreme.
For sure.
I mean, but she might be attracted to him too.
He got the money,
sure.
right? Yeah, she's attracted to bread.
She see Carlito.
Yeah.
She see the Godfather, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's
we
what
don't
she
know what he do to her.
He don't do
see.
much.
He take that little blue pill.
Here's the thing about sex and intimacy and romance. When they do what you want them to do, it's good. Like it's every all else is forgiven. All else is forgiven.
You won't company at this age.
You please me, or if I, like it's an exchange. It's transactional.
I guarantee you, Pacino's
say
probably
that, though.
having once a month, right? It's probably more about actual
He
companionship.
get sex with Jello?
Right? Just
With
companionship.
Jello in his meds, he get sex with Jello in his
Right.
meds.
Would you smash an 89-year-old, 83-year-old?
How old am I?
29.
Yeah.
For what reason?
If he was fly as hell.
I don't know how fly you can be at 89.
Have you seen Black Men?
I mean, I'm gonna be fly.
I don't
There
look
we
at
go.
I'm saying,
Like it's some brothers out here that's just like, okay, like you.
So you on that silver fox shit?
Yeah, I'm 20. I'm 30 years old. What?
Interesting.
Would you
Yeah,
smash
I'm fine
an
with it.
80-year-old?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Don't even ask me.
What do you wait?
I go to the coffin and get that bitch.
Okay, all right. Listen here.
We're going dead in hospice.
I hate you right now.
Lock y'all doors, hospice.
Hospice lock
Can we
your
go?
doors.
Yeah, man. Milf and Gilf me. You know what I'm saying?
Not DILF.
Oh.
Who raised you?
I'm glad you're talking to you.
What? Anyway, man.
This is so morbid. somebody who enjoys all is like, yeah.
Right. On the real, don't yuck the yum though.
That rock's all right.
Oh my goodness.
That's
There
right, though.
are people who enjoy intimacy with people who pretend like they're dolls and like they don't move.
Yeah.
That's weird. Let's move on.
That's really
Did we big up Summerfest? Right, Hyde Park Summerfest.
Yeah.
We are
summertime shy.
2 weeks out now.
2 weeks away. July
17th and
17th,
18th. Yes, it's going
I
down.
got a problem with y'all too, though. I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck,
Swain,
I'm
what
gonna say
up? Dave, Jeff, what up? Kende, what up? Everybody that's coming out, if you don't have your tickets, get your tickets.
it. The real Chicago's
What is
finest.
it?
Come on
BOA,
now.
BOWA. He's paying the fees. So there's no reason why you should not be there for this
It's gonna be a good
Parking
time.
ain't that bad. We did last year. It's not that bad. It's parking everywhere.
historic
Bring
event.
your ass.
Oh my goodness.
Who's
we
there
got-
again?
We got Clips, 2 Chainz, Uncle Waffles, Terry Hunter, Alex Isley, DJ Cash Era, who was our DJ for Full Fest.
Facts.
Amazing. We got Robert Glasper, Vic Mensa, shout out Twista and Shauna, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die. So I love all of like the local
Let's get it.
love.
Local legends, boy.
Shout out DJ 3 Snaps, yes.
That's-
So
that's-
and a lot more. Oh, Mustafa
Hated it.
Rocks.
Mustafa, that's my guy.
Yeah, Jay Illa.
Jay Ella, that's my
It's
guy.
gonna be,
Great
2
lineup.
days of and I live
Great
in Hyde
lineup.
Park too. I'm riding my bike.
That's a great move.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride my bike. I
Just,
gotta figure out what kind of hair I'm wearing.
but you're working. Just know what you're working.
I know. I was thinking about that.
You had a bike to come to work?
Well, I live right down the street. Like I don't want to. Unless do we have parking passes?
Nah.
No.
No.
Nah.
Well, depending upon what time you get there, you won't need them no way.
Well, I live right down the street though. Like that's why I'm like. But you know what? If
That
I'm
makes sense.
nah, I'm not gonna do that.
We're
Yeah,
working.
I'll get there.
We're working.
It's gonna be a good time.
Hopefully your GPS gets you there.
You know
okay.
what?
What are we
Get
expecting?
these.
What are we expecting from Summerfest this year
Oh man.
versus last year? Besides growth.
I've never been.
Oh wow. So
You said, "Oh wow."
yeah, just the Chicago collective, everybody coming through. It's almost like a
It's like a reunion.
reunion.
It
Exactly.
is.
That's where I'm going.
It is.
All
Idea sharing.
the vendors
Connections.
interested in definitely speaking with some of the people.
Creators
that's
like
gonna be
speed dating.
there.
Damn
Mm.
near, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see
You
that.
get to connect and
Good
politic
food,
with those.
good drink.
It's on our side of town.
Yes.
Yeah. Who?
Our side.
What's
Our
that?
side.
South side.
Oh,
South side.
fuck
Ma-
y'all,
ma-
bro.
Black people.
Yeah,
right?
but yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
For the
All right.
culture.
Yeah,
For the culture.
the fact that it's
That's
gotten
better.
bigger, it's at Midway
Whoa.
Plaisance. So,
Well, it was
yeah.
there last year. But
This
they're
is
there.
year 2
Yeah.
that they're there.
Mm-hmm.
So
When
I'm
are we
looking
gonna put
into it.
respect on Father's Day though?
That's where you're going?
This is my problem.
Oh, that it's
Hey,
on
dear,
Father's
dear
Day.
Pop,
So here's
Dear
the thing.
Swain,
So here's the thing,
Dear
right?
Kende,
As-
you motherfuckers are gonna put some pick on Father's Day.
As a father, you should be able to do what you want to do because no
Facts.
one actually gives us the kind of love outside of Titanic. Okay.
What up,
The
Titanic?
event was today. Hopefully y'all showed up and showed out.
was man cave.
Today's June 3rd.
Yesterday
Correct?
was the 3rd.
It was yesterday?
Today is the 4th.
The 4th. Okay.
Damn.
Because it's Sunday.
I hate this
We
dude
usually
right
do
now
this
so
on
much.
Saturday.
See, there you go. There you
And
go.
don't give him
There
that.
you
Don't throw him. Don't shoot him that motherfucking lifesaver. Don't do that.
Thank you.
Drown,
That's
Negro,
why.
drown.
I saw his brain going. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
So hopefully it was a great event. But
You know it was. She knows what she's doing.
you know, I'm completely just expecting just greatness, like from start to finish. You know what I mean? The music, the people,
The energy, the vendors.
just as
This
a
is a
whole.
spot
like,
you can
it's
go
crazy.
to, bro. And we saw it last year. You know, mine, of course, you know, he's a people's champ. You know,
Right. No, everybody.
true.
Everybody knows. Oh.
I'm the people's favorite. But Kende is the unofficial mayor of Hyde Park. So we walking through that motherfucker, you know, see how I big myself up. You weren't there last year. This year's gonna be even greater because you're here. We walking through there.
thank you.
You get to see black folks, black people speak to each other without fear of any consequence. You walking down some of these neighborhoods outside of Summerfest, and on a random day, you'll see black folks that won't even speak. They'll look down at the way fake getting their phone. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't have to
You
speak. Yeah.
bro. We need more of that talking to each other. Just a high and by. You ain't got to say, hey, man, nice shoes. Hey, man, your hat's dope. You ain't got to do none of that shit, though.
I'm
Just-
looking for
just speak.
outfits. I'm looking for all of the outfits
they out
that
there.
I'm
They out
I'm
there.
appropriating for the rest of the summer and taking pictures.
These cats
So-
in Chicago ain't got shit I want to wear.
Well, I
Nothing.
mean, the ladies always
My
look
fashion's
good,
different,
you know,
bro.
like,
I'm sure leaders will be out there. I'm sure Fashion Geek will be out there, man.
oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
These places in Chicago ain't got shit I want to wear. Let me say it again.
Can you fit
Fashion
anything?
different, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for some geriatric coochie. You going to go back there now?
I did say like for Summerfest, like I'm gonna be posting, you know, pretty much on the hour and showing pictures and showing some love on Twitter and on Facebook so people can keep up for those who are, you know, traveling in or only coming for a certain part or not gonna be, you know, kind of coming. So looking forward to covering the event and hanging out with you guys for the very first time.
Great job,
So-
good people. Great job.
And
Put it
also,
together.
Full Fest is coming.
Yep, Full Fest, July 1st.
Let's do it. We
Yeah,
ready.
July
So 3
1st.
p.m. at Eden Place Nature Center. Same day as our event at
Row 24.
Row 24.
Yes.
Yep, so we got a lot
Why,
of
why you
show.
look confused, bro?
Bro, it's so much going on. I need to put it on the screen, man.
Right.
Yeah, we got a lot in a couple of weeks, but we skipped over, you know, shout out to Digby at the Woodlawn, 1200 East 79th Street.
Juneteenth.
We will be having a special live Juneteenth show, 3 o'clock, 1200 East 79th Street at the Woodlawn Juneteenth block party. We wearing red, black, and green. Are we coordinated?
That's the colors of Gucci.
It's also colored as the black flag.
It is. What about the yellow for Juneteenth, though? Where's the yellow come from?
What a yellow? Ain't no
Red,
yellow
black,
on the flag. Right. Ain't no yellow on the Juneteenth flag.
I don't know.
Or the black people
Go
flag.
to the
You made a
corner.
fucking face, bet me.
Go to
Bet
the
me,
corner.
motherfucker, bet me.
pass on the
Bet me.
picture.
B-E-T.
Right, so I passed it, right?
Go to the cornerconvo.com and get your
What do I get if I win?
your merch because we had a dope Juneteenth shirt from last year. We didn't even
Oh,
revamp
yeah.
it.
What do I get if I fucking win?
I don't care. Actually, I
That's
don't care.
Nasty, but
But anyway, also Javen Palooza,
what
Oh,
are
yep.
number
Ju-
17. This is 17
This
already?
is the
That's
17th
crazy.
one.
And Javen, shout out to you, man. You're charging this one as you should. Okay, great job. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets. $20. You already know how,
Yeah,
how
light
Javen
work.
Palooza turn up. That's my Cancerian brother. And yeah,
Are you a Cancer too?
yeah. Hello. I need you to act like you know me.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, July 10th, man.
Nah.
Respect.
Oh, so you a Cancer like my daddy too?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, party will be at Chicago's Finest Marina, Saturday, July 15th, 3 p.m. kickoff. Also, if you got a boat, you want to pull up, you want to reserve a boat slip, check us out. We will be releasing those details. We're right off the Little Calumet River. It'll be a good time. This is the second time he's having it at the marina. It's also a stop on the Underground Railroad, so I love the history behind it. And happy early birthday.
And they're not paying us for this. These are our friends. This is family. So it's all love. You know
This
what I'm
is
saying?
all love.
This is all love, man.
Yeah, I
Do
was
it
wrong.
all.
I was wrong.
Oh, yeah, I know you was.
We knew you were.
I'm thinking about the different. You should have,
Oh.
exactly. So I'm wrong because the originality of the flag.
Oh, the promo.
Right, not because of what it is now. So I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
the black people flag is red, black, and green.
with the yellow in it. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh, I see what you mean.
exactly.
Let's just completely transition, please.
All the glizzy talk is hilarious.
Yeah, GOC, man.
Did you have your Saturday shindig yesterday? Because you seem a little aggressive with it.
So if you haven't been paying
That's a
attention,
weird ass flag. It's black, it's blue, and red. No, it's just like it's a stupid ass color.
Well, no, what is?
no, we're done. We're actually done.
Whose flag is that?
What flag do y'all think of?
I don't care.
Superman.
We don't have a flag. It's black.
That
folks,
would,
we
you
don't have
know
a flag.
what? We should have fun with that too.
What?
Like, can you name the country's flag?
That's dope. We can do that.
Yeah.
Unless you've been under a rock, okay.
Or smoking rocks.
My man,
Selling rocks.
Club Shay, Uncle Shay, Shannon, and Kwame have been going at it. And
What
then
they fussing about?
Well, you know, Shannon is a huge supporter of LeBron. And when LeBron in the finals didn't, Western Conference Finals, let me be clear, basically didn't have a go-to move is what Kwame said, right? So Shannon.
What does that mean?
It's a movie. Okay.
A go-to move. Let's say, I hate to make it sexual, but let's just say.
Wow. It's like.
You have, as men or as women, you know, you have a finishing move like, oh, I'm about to make him.
This is your piece de résistance.
Yes, something way more PG, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I know you're not talking about PG.
Exactly, right?
Basketball's no place for this kind of nasty shit.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what it all happens.
You need a natural game. This white man created alone.
So basically, LeBron didn't have a go-to move, right? And I kind of agree with him.
That's not true.
In the playoffs.
It's not a real thing, though, bro.
I kind of agree with him.
You shouldn't,
but
though.
At the end of the day,
Little people talk.
I got several combos and go-to moves. Don't even worry about it.
Trust me.
Not at this point. My lateral movement is trash. But
wow.
So that was his comment, and Shannon went on what's the name of their show? Undisputed, right? And says, Kwame, you have a lot of nerve. You were a bust. You were all this shit, right?
He's not lying.
And so then Kwame responds like, who else better to say it? Like, I played in the NBA. You sitting across from
a lot of people better than him to say that shit, though.
Hold on. You sitting across from a guy who never played anything on a high level.
It's irrelevant. Go ahead, though.
Right? What is that?
A hiccup. I get the hiccups when I'm
That's
excited.
a go-to move. See what I'm saying?
So basically, they're going back and forth throwing shots, right? I'm not mad. At the end of the day, he's a basketball player. Right? Now, whether he was good,
his opinion's valid.
Good or bad, right? It's
valid,
right?
bro. Yeah.
Now,
valid.
Was it right for Shannon to attack him?
Yes. He's a talking head, bro.
Why?
So, well, he's a pundit. Okay. That's what he does.
Okay.
Right? So he not only gets to critique what it is that he's talking about, but he also pull up, run up, get done up. Right? So I don't, and also I think
1997, come on.
What kind of slap in the face is it? I'm not even going to argue you over LeBron. I'm just going to talk about you. I'm just going to shit on you.
And so I think maybe Shannon was wrong in that regard, because at the end of the day, this narrative about him being the bust has been going on for 20 years, right? At the end of the day,
he got millions, but it's true.
I respect the fact that you made millions, and as a number one draft pick in the NBA lottery, you probably should have done more or been better, right?
Who picked him in the lottery?
Jordan. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Ew, y'all got these creepy laughs today. Y'all are so funny.
But at the end of the day, Kwame is an NBA player.
Okay.
Right? Well, NBA player. He made
He's
NBA.
Retired.
Yeah. He made millions.
They walked him out the front door of the league. Like,
he made millions
they
upon
walked him
millions.
out the door.
Right? It's just like if.
Does he have a show?
Yeah, so he has his YouTube channel.
So these are two commentators.
He don't have a show. He has a YouTube. Yeah, he does have a show. Yeah. One is different levels. The one is syndicated. One is YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but they're both content creators and they're both critiquing athletes.
Yes.
So on that level, they both can kind of go head to head, even though they have different platforms and different reaches.
Absolutely, kind of like this. One was really good at what he did. One was not.
But
and I was less than both of them. So.
But both of them have an audience that they talk to about sports and athletes. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm like that's the matchup. That's the
If you
matchup.
want to put it that way, it's a good angle.
But doesn't Shannon like go in on everybody? So this is par for the
Nah,
course?
No, when it comes to LeBron, he has a love affair with LeBron. He's very,
and
very
he
zesty.
defends Ray Lewis.
Is he
Very-
sassy,
He defends Ray
sassy?
Lewis.
Yeah.
He defends a lot of people, bro. So that's not just LeBron.
Bruh.
He's a LeBron stan. He is.
Oh, all right, let's be clear.
I
'Cause
admit that he is.
he has, what do you call it? A bedroom.
Does he get like Mama Bear over LeBron?
Yes.
He's not the
Yes.
first person to do this over an athlete, though. So it's funny we call him out.
I'm just
Why
Over
do
that.
we call Shannon out then?
Why did
because
I?
he's extra as fuck when it comes to
Oh, okay.
LeBron. Like he's super
But
extra.
nobody called Skip out, Stephen A out, Max Kellerman out over being. They get up in the morning and say, I pledge allegiance to Michael Jordan nuts. And then go crazy. Every fucking morning. On Easter, bro. On Easter, Jesus didn't fucking rise, bro. This motherfucker rose for these people, bro. All this dumb shit, bro. So one person get crazy over LeBron, dog, and cats be like, nah, bro, shut the fuck up.
Wait, how they be?
Fucking Kwame, bro. How about this? To talk about go-to moves, you had a chance in the league for years upon years, and you bounced around a few teams to develop a go-to move to keep you in the fucking NBA, and you couldn't. So you do got audacity in this way to be practicing with the best of the best facilities, best coaches, to develop something to keep you in the NBA. You had nothing to keep you in the league, bro. I think it was Shannon. In my opinion, that's what Shannon went to. His delivery was way different because he is a stand. He went way harder.
But isn't it the same thing that Skip did to him when he was talking about Tom Brady?
That's a levels conversation though. Because Shannon Sharp, if it wasn't for now this Kelsey dude or Tony Gonzalez, bro, Shannon Sharp top 4 tight ends in history, dog.
No question.
Cold fucking blooded.
No question.
Where's Kwame at? Tom Brady's you can put Shannon in the GOAT conversation for tight ends. You can't put and Tom Brady is the GOAT quarterback, even though everybody don't have him there. They have Joe Montana,
Right.
Tom Brady, things like that. Bro, some levels, some conversations, that's some smoke-filled rooms you don't deserve to go in. Kwame, you getting turned around the door.
So are you saying he's not qualified to speak on LeBron's move in the last 2.3 seconds?
Yeah, I'm definitely saying that because he had because of what I explained initially. You had 8 years in the league maybe to develop any kind of move to stay in the league, and you could not.
So I have a question.
He made excuses.
Is it common for people to have a go-to move and it to be the thing that
Certain
wins
level,
the
yeah.
game?
Specialists, yes. Even
Because somebody who doesn't follow
what?
basketball, it's kind of like, why is this a significant conversation?
So I'll give you an example. Kareem had the sky hook. Iverson had the crossover.
Jordan had the fadeaway.
Jordan had the fadeaway.
Kobe had Jordan's fadeaway.
Kobe stole the fadeaway.
that was
Joe's fadeaway.
used all through the game,
Malone
but
had to-
especially leaned on
Right.
in
When
times
you need a bucket
of the,
under pressure, yes.
you know you can make that. That is what it is.
Yes.
And so he's accusing LeBron of not having that.
one.
Yes.
Which has never been a real thing, bro. LeBron, even late in his career, established the fadeaway. He go-to now, since maybe 2018. Before that, that man's whole left side of the floor was his go-to move.
Oh, so it's like a different.
It's different,
It's
bro.
a different scale.
You look up game winners or game time shots under so many seconds in the game in the fourth quarter, playoffs, overtime. You don't sit right at 1 and 2. This guy. For that to be a real thing, you have to have something you go to. Kwame, do your homework, brother. I mean, and I can't speak for you. You made it worlds above where I made it at. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really dispute. That's why I said your opinion is valid. But sometimes levels get you in the door. That's why we talk about rap. You have Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, Biggie, Scarface, Andre, Eminem, to be fair, everybody else. You get fashion, Dapper Dan, what's my man, what happened to Virgil. You have these designers, up here and everybody else, you know what I'm saying? It's a levels conversation to it, bro. Some smoke-filled rooms are not for you, bro. Now, mind you, you're in the club in the VIP section, but the back of the back room, you can't get there.
The VVIP?
Yeah, you can't get there, bro. And he's there. Now, he got a chance to do that right now with this YouTube thing because people love him. He's polarizing. He's funny. He will pull up on you and say, what's up?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. He'll pull up on you and say, man, what's up with that shit you was talking? He carries mace around. First of all, you carry mace around. I got a strap. Bring that mace on if you want to, brother.
All right.
Don't even worry about it, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no threat because I'm not standing for Shannon or LeBron or anybody else, you know what I'm saying? My niggas went home.
So what do you think about Shannon now leaving the show? Because now Shannon has left the show.
They broke up 3 months ago, bro, over the Tom Brady shit. You watch these mods on TV, even at the beginning of the show, give me a pound. Stop. They stop right there.
I don't know what that means.
Ain't no real pound. Boom. They stop right there.
It was almost like
It was scripted.
They was there, they put together work, and they had to. So let me just look. We cool for now. I already folks, but we cool. Boom. But as time went on, this man Skip Bayless. I moderate a few sports groups on the internet, bro. So you see all these sports content pages and everything, and I'll be quiet in a second. No, I won't. fucking
You talking to
so
yourself?
so you see all these things. Bro, Skip has been on ESPN, Fox. He's terrible. If you don't agree with him, you ask. But the crazy part is Fox is giving him carte blanche.
Yes.
To pick who they want, do what he want. You can't touch him like ESPN with Stephen A. Smith. You can't touch him. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find people who work with these guys because you know his point's not going to die. The crazy part is when LeBron retired, Brady's retired, what the fuck is Skip going to go to?
They're saying
Where
that
you go to?
nobody really wants him.
Nobody wants to work with Skip.
He's the old white man that has been mean to everybody else. What movie was that? Was it Gran Torino? Was with Clint Eastwood? He was mean as hell to everybody's whole life, and he had no friends when he was old. But now he got somebody young, come in and maybe like help him out a little bit. But he was like, she was like, bro, you ain't shit. You've been an asshole your whole life. That's Skip Bayless.
Oh man, I don't ever want to be that person.
Right. Yeah, I'm cool. Let's see here.
Nice shirt though, dog, by the way. McLovin.
Yeah, that's my guy.
That boy funny as hell. You ever scanned that barcode? For real, in real life?
Nah.
Let me see a smartphone, bro. Scan that barcode. For real. Shit about anything.
Do you have a music review this week?
I do not. Fuck all yet. You know what came out though? The Lil Durk single, All My Life, recently. We've been going a couple weeks. The Sigh I Read a Kid is my favorite that just dropped. It's called Toxicity at its Finest. It is a motherfucking, it's like an audio experience to watching a love and hip hop show. I really enjoyed that.
That was so deep.
It's the truth though. It's like everyday relationship, bro, step-by-step shit. The courting a woman, fucking her not being over her ex, you been doing extra to get her, even though you know you're trying to just take her away from another man, which is goofy on men's part. Men do shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's the thrill of the conquest. It's so fucking goofy. It's that album cold. You had Moneybag Yo dropped. I didn't mind it at all, but he speaks a language that, I think we a little too old for. Tootsie dropped. His song on radio now was Favorite Song. It's a really good song, by the way. It's on a lot. Listen to the album. I got to go back through it. A lot of shit dropped, bro. Just
well, I got to throw out Rory. Shout out to Rory.
Absolutely. I haven't had a chance to listen to him yet, so
it's called I thought it'd be different. I hit Rory up.
Stop right there. By the title alone, what do you think that the songs or theme was going to be besides that? Off the title, just off the title. Because we have to do this as music heads. You as well. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he was just going from the title before I hit play.
Right.
I thought he was going in a different direction sonically, and even with the people that were on the album. And he kind of did do that with it's a joint with Conway. Completely ridiculous. And everybody is used to hearing Conway over The Alchemist and the real hip hop.
Does he work with Griselda too?
Yes.
Oh, rest up, Conway. I know your leg is pressed up.
Yeah,
Oh my
rest
goodness,
up,
had
rest
to
up.
go
What
to
happened
the store.
He broke his legs.
Broke with
Doing
pins
what?
in it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what.
But it's
what
Trying to
happened.
play ball?
Nah, I don't think he.
No.
It wasn't in the kitchen on the stove cooking, was it?
Probably was cooking up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the album is dope. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go check that out. We got Ari Lennox on there, Conway.
Is he a producer? So I'm this is new for me.
Okay, so basically, Rory doesn't play an instrument, right? He doesn't rap, he doesn't sing. He
curates.
He curated
Does
the
he
entire
write?
vibe. Yeah, so he wrote on the album.
This is kind of like Robert Glasper-ish with his projects where
Ken gonna go crazy when Black was that stage in Hyde Park.
He did a lot of the arranging on the album. And so I hit him up, told him that it was dope. He hit me back like, man, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if I can use some of the songs for Juneteenth yoga.
Flagged.
Why not?
Yeah, I
I'm
gotta
snitching.
put together the playlist for it.
I'm telling already. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do
man.
what?
Snitch.
But so for me, it's inspiring, right? Because it's
Snitch.
like, man, a podcaster, you put a whole album out. You know what I'm saying? And he also manages Emotional Oranges too, which
That's what I was thinking of earlier, though.
They kind of dope too. So for me, it was just inspiring, like just to see that, and it's actually good music. You know what I'm saying? It
Nice.
really is a
I
good
gotta check it
project.
out.
It's a really good project. So that's all I got.
Shout out, Roy. Do your thing, brother.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? Do y'all want to get into this Little Mermaid shit?
I think it's interesting.
It's a different angle that I think is, different from when it kicked off at.
What was the fucking? What were you gonna go? So you can go. She gonna go after that.
So activists are accusing the Little Mermaid
Of many other
of
things.
erasing slavery and whitewashing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
What was another issue about it though? If you go off the top of the head.
Well, because they made the Little Mermaid a black
Right.
woman or little girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because they made it initially, it was a third thing. because it was damaging childhoods. On top of that, I'll leave my point for another time.
Hey, I want to hear Mila.
Go ahead, though.
What's your takes on it?
Well, I always wanted to be a mermaid, and there actually is like an official like mermaid community.
Ireland.
It's
a fact, though. It's a fact.
They're everywhere.
Black Irish.
Yeah, they're everywhere. But when I read the story, it kind of makes sense. It's unfortunate that we don't understand the history of slavery and kind of things in context, right? And the question is it always should it always be a priority to include to not exclude the authentic history to kind of favor more fantasy and imagination, right? So we have Afrofuturism, right? Which is this kind of future thinking and lens of art and all of these things. And does it
Definitely
always
made that word up?
No, Afrofuturism is a thing.
That's crazy. I give you 29 points for that, though.
Yeah, but no, like
I just want to give you credit for it.
I'm learning right now.
Take the goddamn credit and let's go.
It's an actual move, but that's what Wakanda. No, I'm saying, but well, the reason why is like that's what Wakanda is, right? Like that's what Afrofuturism is. There's art and music and all of those things. And it makes me wonder, like, are we as Black people ever allowed to imagine or to fantasize and it not be related
to race,
to the trauma of slavery?
Okay.
Are we allowed to create stories that let us just like be a part of, be human and create and
not in that part
fantasize? And is there a place for both? And when do you balance it? And should it be the responsibility of Disney to do so?
Yes.
Right. And so that's the question.
Yes, racist Disney.
This is why you need people of color, Black people,
Black
different
women,
ethnicities,
Black kids,
all generations. If you're going to create a story, do your best to be as authentic as you can about the story. But then, like, I do think like you need other pieces to it. Like, we don't learn about Caribbean history in our curriculum.
So if I gave some pushback, right? It's just a cartoon, right?
No, it's not a cartoon.
Well, it started as a cartoon. This one here is different.
It started as an animated movie.
Yes. So what I'm saying, I guess my question is,
live action.
Are we thinking too deep into it? Because if they did not make Ariel, whatever her name is, a Black woman, would we even be having this conversation?
So the father, King Triton, is a white merman.
Mm-hmm.
Merman. The Little Mermaid is Black. Her sisters are of different ethnicity.
Right.
I think the prince is also not a prince of color.
White.
Right. So it's set in like the early 1900s or 1850s. So when you put this in a time or an era where the clothing and the language,
you can't ignore the history.
That's what he's saying. Like, so you're gonna place this during the time where Black people were slaves, and this completely, you know, like how do you do that? And so I understand it from that aspect. Like, oh, like you just want to forget. You know, somebody was like, "Oh, we should go back." You know, I love the clothing from that era. Like, don't you love it? I was like, "No, bitch. If I was back in that era, I wouldn't be wearing that, bitch. I'd have welts on my back, and we wouldn't be friends." You know, like people forget that.
You know that some people learn through these kind of things. So now their basis for knowledge of what happened in this period, and kids are smarter than we give them credit for. They're smart, they soak up everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They'll pick it up like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad back then for Black people. Look, she liked the white man. This,
and
that,
it's real people too, right?
Exactly.
So now you brought it to life. You've humanized it. And it's like, that's a real person. It's not a cartoon, right? And so this really happened. Did it happen like this? But even, we did that with, what's the one with the ladies fighting? And people were mad that the story got kind of appropriated a little bit. Woman King.
Oh, that was trash.
Woman King, because it was historically inaccurate in some places.
It softened the tribe up.
It was, and so people were like, "That's not what it was."
Yeah,
and so
she got pushed back too. So it's only fair now. She got hella pushback.
Yeah, and that's the question now, is that when you start to tell these stories, like, is there a balance with like you have to be accurate? If you don't, you run the risk of sending people off.
You should be as accurate as possible. You know what I'm saying? You should definitely be as accurate as possible. Along with what you were saying, I just find it extremely disturbing that it's 2023 where we are accepting any and everything. I can call myself, I ain't trying to be funny or dismissive, respectful. I can say my pronoun is they, which means it's plural. You have to respect it and accept that, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a fictional tale, you can have a little black girl, she played in there as a imaginary human fish, so to speak.
People cannot breathe underwater.
Right. Without it being a problem, you know what I'm saying? Why black folks hair can't be red. You a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Black women create everything, every color, everything. Black chromosomes in some fucking where. And I heard another problem with the fact that how she had to get to meet Prince Eric was she had to give up her voice. Feminists jumped in and was like, I don't want to teach my daughter to give up your voice in society to be with a man. I'm looking like, damn, to me, that's deep thinking. I'm like, fuck, but I understand. If I'm gonna go that way about removing slavery, I have to understand her point on that. I don't fucking agree, but I understand that point to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? And again, overseas, the movie sales overseas. I did a lot of looking into this shit, man. I was really bothered. Miss Bailey, beautiful job done from what I saw in that work. I've seen it work. Beautiful acting. You're beautiful all around. Don't let this shit subdue your passion for acting at all. But in Asian countries, in UK, some other countries, bro, they had farming houses with bots because they were wondering why there were so many negative responses like that they've never seen before with any movie. They had farming houses with bots, allegedly, sending negative reviews about the movie. So it wouldn't win. I'm looking like, God damn, we can't be a good. We can't. So black folks can't like water.
What are we saying to our black children? Right? Who
don't swim.
Who
don't eat fish.
Who get attached to
don't go to JJ's.
The Princess and the Frog, right? The first black princess, right?
That prince came from a country that didn't even exist.
Or again, now we have a Black Mermaid, right?
People had a problem with that because of how voodoo was a part of it. Like you made it into something.
But so yes, that's my question.
I have real problems with things like Nina Simone movie. You put Zoe Saldana, is that her name? Saldana, and you painted her blackface. Yep. Right? Get the fuck out of here. I had a problem with that.
Yep.
I'm like, there had to be other dark-skinned actresses that could have played that part instead of you painting her body darker and creating this dialect. Like I was just like I was more deeply offended by that than these cartoons looking for ways to be inclusive or to, show the different stories. I do think that it helps people build a better relationship with water. And when I think about giving up your voice, when I thought about Ariel, I was like, this is a trash ass deal. I don't care. When I thought about it, I'm like, your father is the king. So even as a child, I'm like, bitch, will you go back to, you better send one of your sisters in there. Like, I remember thinking like all of the assets that she had and her being so goofy that she didn't negotiate. She wants some dick. She didn't negotiate. And I was like, I never want to be her. So, I never want to be the person that's made an offer and I don't come back with a counter offer. And for me, like that's what I taught my daughters. Like after that, I'm like, never take the first deal.
But see, where I go to is, again, I go to the Ken and Barbie thing, right? All white Barbie dolls.
Perfect scenario.
Right? Until we got a black Barbie doll, it wasn't a problem.
I didn't have a Barbie until there was a black Barbie.
So, but what I'm asking is...
you had a Barbie doll?
No, I'm for the children.
Oh, okay.
I've had a Barbie dolls. I have daughters.
Okay, I'm just checking, bro.
You got to relax.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, are we ignoring the fact that these young black girls have something to attach themselves to? Beyond being adults and seeing that, okay, if you put this shit in this time period, the slavery, the whitewashing, and this and the third, just as a kid that's 3 to 10 years old can now see someone that they can attach to.
I get what you're saying, bro. But I thought about that. I'm sorry. I thought about that too. I'm looking like there has to be other outlets to where this is the only thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I thought about hey man, how many black cartoon characters can they attach themselves to? Zero. How many black superheroes?
That's not true.
Can they?
The Proud Family. Come on now, don't do that.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot.
I just don't want you to say. Don't say zero.
Okay.
So, if the Proud Family, everybody's not going to be the Huxtables. A lot of these families they created are fucking ghetto.
Now I'm not gonna deny that, but I don't want to erase the fact that there are not any black cartoons
that you want your kids watching though.
Yeah, I mean the Proud Family was fine with me. Like, okay, the PJs. Now the PJs.
That's fucked up.
Eddie Murphy.
The PJs was some bullshit.
It was terrible.
And shout out to TV. Shout out
black comic book characters. That's why it was a big deal about the recast of T'Challa. Because guess what? You're taking black figures out of the public eye. We as adults attach ourselves to our kids who are into animation, those two different things for the fucking non-dorks, you know what I'm saying? And for our young generations to attach themselves to. Ariel, I'm not so mad about her because she's fictional. I'm mad about all the narratives that they put around her and they diluting what could be a wonderful step into the future for what? Because you guys have you old motherfucking girls have personal preferences y'all don't want to see
It's a
change.
Disney movie. Disney has always had, been an issue in lots of different ways. But again, this is why I think we need to be in control of identifying the content that we prioritize. Like, I love comic books, right? I love we call them we don't call them comic books for adults. We call them graphic novels. Okay. And I go I go out of my way to find graphic novels that are illustrated by our people, both fantasy as well as, the ones that are feminist, because I need to see my people. But I actually go and pursue that. There are Black cartoons that don't make it to mainstream that you have to go on YouTube and find. Yep. And they are appropriate for our kids. And so I don't want to, I do want to turn it on us. Like, if you want your child to see themselves, then you find the content. You go to the bookstores that, shout out to, oh my goodness, they are on the north side. It's made 2 Black bookstores. Right.
So
like, I gotta find out who they are.
Get y'all the info.
We'll get the info. But those are the places where our literature is, where our art is, and we need to start supporting that. It isn't just like turning to Disney and because it's easy and it's mainstream. Yeah. It is super convenient. I think that's the part about being Black that we have to let go of. It is not convenient to educate your children about your community. You do have to go out of your way.
You have to be very intentional.
Yeah, you have to, and you also share, put other people on. Don't just keep things to yourself. Like, if you have a library of Black literature and Black books and your kid goes to a public school, donate the books to your kid's classroom when you're done with them. Put them in the school's library. Actually do, and don't just do it for Black history. Find other Black films. And that's why I'm so excited about the podcast, because we could do stuff like, all right, we doing a at-home film festival, and these are the Black films that you can find on YouTube. This is what's for your kids, and we can support creators. But, Disney ain't gonna look like anything but what it looked like until we are owning Disney, unless we create another platform for our information and visuals to come out on.
Thanks. 2-second time out. That was beautiful.
So, actually, you know what? Blackexcellence this week goes out to Monty. Got the biggest contract in NBA history for a head coach, and also a Black head coach.
Nice.
Take off. Why do you think that? And he's in Detroit. I'm not sure why they gave him the best and the biggest contract before that pause comes in. But I think he's earned it. He took a team full of no talent, got them where they needed to be.
In Phoenix?
Did they really not have any talent?
Prior to Phoenix.
Chris Paul and them in New Orleans. CP's a Hall of Famer.
New Orleans for sure. I think the Phoenix job should have been a layup.
Yeah. Okay. Understood.
I mean, you got they low-key got the big 3.
The same player he relied on in New Orleans, the same player that got hurt this year too in Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, he had Devin Booker. They gave up too many assets to get Kevin Durant.
Chris Paul is cursed, bro. He'll never win.
He is, Monty's a good coach.
Why are you saying cursed?
Players love him.
He'll never win a championship.
He gets hurt in playoffs every year.
Oh,
he gets injured every year.
I would hate to be that player.
Right. Dear Monty, you're going to leave Detroit. Monty's bald-headed right now. He has no hair on top of his head. That's what bald-headed means. He's going to leave Detroit with either an afro from the stress of losing all the time, or he's going to lose the rest of his facial hair, his mustache, his eyebrows, anything else. You know what I'm saying? Because let's look at Detroit's roster.
Yeah, go ahead. Run that down for me, please.
We have James Wiseman, a former #1 pick of the Golden State Warriors, who worked out so terrible, they said, fuck it. They kicked him off. They let him get shit out the locker room.
Send him down to D-League, all kind of shit.
All that shit, though. You have Cade Cunningham, baller.
I fuck with Cade.
Young baller. You have Jaden Ivey, baller.
I fuck with him.
You have Bojan Bogdanovic.
Fuck out of here.
Long in the tooth, no defense. You have Killian Hayes, talented, upside, right there. You have Jalen Duran, upside, talent, right there. Isaiah Stewart, you were leaking on the court from a LeBron elbow and tried to fight everybody. Get your ass out of here. You have Marvin Bagley III, a Duke product. Failure so far. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm Shannon Sharp now.
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
Talk your shit.
RJ Hampton, not bad. You have Buddy Boeheim.
Buddy. Get out of here.
Jim Boeheim's son.
Yeah, which is trash.
Right. Isaiah Livers, who's talented in college. Don't know what he's doing now. Hamadou Diallo. Yeah, I said that shit correctly. Stop fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Alec Burks, Rodney Magruder, Corey Joseph, Jared Roden, and Eugene Omorio.
We need to shake that whole lineup up.
That roster's trash. Dear Monty, go to Coney Island, go to the TD bars, hit the 3 casinos downtown Detroit, hook up with Trick, plug yourself into the city. You're going to need something to kill your time with, bro. You cannot do anything to help these motherfuckers on this roster. You can't.
Poor guy.
Sit there and just pay your dues, collect that check. This really a revenge or an apology tour from Detroit to you because, like Amon said pre-show, they tried to get you before. I think they said no or didn't want you for what the price you wanted, and you went to Phoenix and became great, or before it wasn't became great. Now they have no coach, and they're back. You know what I'm saying? Good job, Monty. For somebody made some terrible ass comment on social media, bro. No bullshit. Regarding this, they said Monty Williams. I've never seen a man coach the death. Let's be correct. I've never seen a man milk the death of his wife. So many job opportunities.
Oh, that's terrible.
I was like,
That's
wow. The social
That's
media is
terrible.
mean. It's a mean fucking place.
Let me also give the numbers on this contract. $78.5 million. Okay, over 6 years. So that's basically $13 million a year. You're making more than your players. That's crazy.
He deserves to. You see this fucking roster, okay?
Yeah. I can play with Detroit at this point. Let me be fucking clear.
I'll be the water boy.
Yeah,
I put Hennessy in their shit.
That too.
Mid-game.
I got a question though before we get out of here. Do you feel that? Hold on. Let me. Because I don't want to mess this up. I thought
As podcasters with what?
Let me. Okay.
I want to ask a question too though.
Are podcasters journalists, or are we just conversationalists?
I think it depends.
Okay, so a journalist is supposed to give facts, correct? Without opinion.
Correct.
Okay. A conversationalist.
Report the news.
So I'll say journalists actually will create authentic stories. So they'll follow information and create new information from it, and they'll curate that. I think podcasts is a genre of journalism because there is a sharing of information, but may not be like original content that we curated a conversation about. Like I write for Chicago News Weekly, and my articles are topics, right? So I ask a question, I interview someone, and then I produce information and share it out to the public. Very different from we read something and we're just talking about it.
So I want to give the actual definition of a journalist.
Okay.
A person who writes for newspapers, magazines, or news websites, or prepares news to be broadcast.
Yes.
That's your red definition. You gave your personal definition already, right?
Yes.
Okay, my definition of a journalist is someone who is tasked to deliver information to the public as accurately as possible via several syndications, whether it's news, whether it's actually paper or pamphlets. That's mine. That's really, I just thought of that shit right now, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She already gave hers. But the technical definition is crazy because even though it reads very professional, we really all say the same goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? To a degree.
So would you consider yourself a journalist?
I think podcasters are hybrid artists, kind of like the new generation of music to me. They're not really singers. They're not really rappers, but they do both. They may do both well, but you never call them R&B. So you see them labeled under R&B. When you look for this music, you like, oh, this ain't really R&B. When you hear them labeled under rap, like Young Blue, Sorry I Read a Kid. Great album, by the way. Like a lot of these artists, you know, you see them, what's my man from Trip Hop? Fuck, what's his name? I forgot his name, but when you see them on different labels, you question like why they're there, but you understand why they're there. Podcasts, I think, have a really funny role in delivering information nowadays because they give it to you with their opinion. They are really watched. We are really watched because of our opinion on things, on the facts that are out here. Our opinion on the facts and true stories that are out here. So I think we are hybrids of both.
So
whatever.
Let me also give the definition of conversationalist.
Make it up first, though.
A person who is good at or fond of engaging in conversation, right? So there's
That's so great.
It is. But there's a very distinct difference between a journalist and a conversationalist.
Yes.
Now, I believe on a podcast, I think you can have both.
Oh yeah.
Right? As a conversationalist, yes, I enjoy the conversation. Am I always bringing facts? No. But as a journalist, it is your job to present the facts.
Right. If we went to the Sky game, right? If we had a relationship with the Chicago Sky and we went to every game and we came back and we reported on the game, that would make that a news segment.
Okay.
Right? Us going to Hyde Park Summerfest and collecting information and compiling it and communicating it out, that brings news, right? Topics of conversation and just like asking opinions, that's different from journalism. So I do think that you can have both. You can have segments that are news segments, right? So whether it is music review, where it is, all right, these are the 5 albums that have dropped. These are the, specs about them. This is where you can find them. This is the review. Like, that's music news, right? We can review concerts and festivals. That is news, right? So I do think that you can be both, but not all podcasts have journalism aspects to it.
Right.
And also we can write blogs, right? So if we decide, like, when you do your music review, that's news, right? Like it's on our Facebook page, right? But we don't have like a newsletter or nothing like that. But you can be both.
Okay.
You can be both.
All right. Well, I would just call myself a podcaster.
That's safe though.
Yeah.
That's safe.
That would be the hybrid.
Right. And you're not labeling yourself. You're not pigeonholing yourself.
But I think because I'm here and because I can bring that, like when my cannabis people start calling in and educating people on what's happening like in Springfield, like that's going to be Cannabis Corner, which is related to the news, right?
Got it.
So we are definitely a hybrid. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what we also can say is that we are media for sure.
I would definitely say we are press.
Okay.
We get press passes, don't we? Hey, I'm mad at you too. I asked you a question about that NASCAR. You ignored my shit.
Oh, I did because mom was supposed to handle that.
I just want to know where to go.
Took care of it.
I just want to know where to go.
You took care of it.
For everybody?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. See, I mean, apologize.
Y'all need to communicate.
Can you read this a little bit? Can you read this for me real quick and tell me what you think?
Oh my God. First of all, this post was hilarious. We got
wasn't it though? See that?
We got tagged in 12 responses later, and my cousin had done all of the 12 responses. And I was like, I'm thinking like, oh, this popping. It's not. It's just him. It's him. Okay.
I wait if everybody get this shit off a little bit.
Timothy.
It was Timothy. I love that. Yes, it was Timothy. And then he tagged us all in one reply. All right. So why do guys not approach women as often as they used to anymore?
What do you think off the top of your head though?
Okay.
You go, I'm mad you shit on my shit before you start talking shit though.
Because that's why I didn't respond. I'm like, you done talking to yourself, huh? Like, no, I'm not doing this. I would probably say because women are super aggressive. Like our responses can be hyper aggressive. And I think a lot of men would rather not deal with the uncertainty of, is it safe to approach a woman and how she's gonna respond, especially in this city. Like when we avoid men know the cues. Like if she's avoiding eye contact or she's like looking at her phone, that's a cue for she doesn't want to be engaged.
Or is it hard to get? See, men are stupid though. But go ahead though.
So we do play this game, right? Like I can remember my heart to.
Oh shit! Anytime she say, I can remember. Oh shit!
Like it's a.
And then post.
It is a bit of a negotiation. Like when you don't want to be too easy, but we let ourselves get got. Example: I saw Papi Chulo. In the mall. Was in Florida, and
it's a Papi Chulo.
He's like he was Panamanian, and I later found that out because my bait was taken, and so he's not figuring out like talk to me, and so he went into a store, and I'm like, damn, I gotta sit here, so I put my bags down, and I'm like pretending to be on my phone, but I'm looking like okay, he's done shopping, and so I like conveniently get up when he gets up.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, I'm not following him. I'm letting him catch up to me. Keep up.
Okay, all right.
This is pimping, dog.
So as he walks out, I stand up with my bags, and I kind of like fumble, and I'm close enough
like
where I can drop. And he's like, "Oh, let me get that for you." Got him.
Okay.
We fell in love on down the
On the first date.
on the down the escalator. You know me, I work fast.
That girl too funny.
I work fast. But then sometimes, dudes don't be picking up. Like, don't talk to me. Y'all follow, like men, not y'all, but men follow.
You said it right, y'all.
Men will follow you. I've been like, fellas, please don't do this. Don't block us in. Entrapment is not cool.
We saw men in society though. It worked.
Don't.
Yeah,
he got her
for
pregnant.
sure. Shout out to Kane for
What
that.
you mean?
He
Shout out to Kane for that.
No, Kane was
He
a
trapped
stalker.
her and trapped her.
He did trap her and trap her, and then beat her cousin's ass.
He
Oh,
fucked
that's
him up.
horrible.
He
You
fucked him
know
up.
what? I would love to know what happened to that baby. I want to see that movie.
He moved to Atlanta. Atlanta. That movie got there.
I would
Or
love
Houston.
to see that. I would love to see that
Bro.
movie.
A few of the responses were,
It's gonna be stupid.
no.
Give the names.
The first guy was like, Kevin was like, man, hey man, does this not include sliding into DMs? I was like, all right, fam, you can get that one off. No offense to anybody. Tricking Off was at an all-time high by Brandon Lee. Tony Snow, my man Tyron, what up, bro? He said, man, because cats don't want to seem thirsty. Because you're thirsty if you do. If you follow, pursue them. Javon Walker said, the roles are reversed. It's another case of roles being reversed now. My man Chris said, no idea. He got it. He got it like that. Mike G said, cats are gun shy. Shorty said, hey, man, she didn't know they stopped. Tasha Stone. Baylor said, me too. Speedy said, because you're ATM to these hoes now. Ryan, who I don't agree with a lot.
not
my cousin
Ryan Ward.
He came with church. He said, because social media has exposed a lot of female nature. And I said this before, not in a bad way. I say, man, never before social media have you seen so much bad behavior from women and openly admitting what they do to dates, how they finesse, how they talk shit, how they play a motherfucker, have options. The same way a lot of cats, a lot of dudes will do, but you never imagine this shit from a female. And I said it a long time ago, the Pretty Little Princess image is dead because of social media. My man said, Gregory Curtis said, my wife don't allow me to. Wow, I almost hit the floor on that shit though.
Respect.
Miss Golar.
Aramis.
She said, hey, because they don't want to feel like they're harassing anyone or seem thirsty or doing too much. And it's actually sad. She misses men approaching her, Not that she needs it, you got what you got going on. Do your thing. That went off. You know what I'm saying? Just look at this one right here, though. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. She want people to feel more comfortable shooting their shot. And that's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? These social media apps hit it again. Jay Holland said you don't want your entire childhood or livelihood ruined by things like that. I won't keep going on and on, Marine, what's up, Miss G. Nelson? She said, hey, can we go back to the days of just saying, do you like me?
Yeah.
I get what she's saying.
Send that
shit,
note.
man.
Send that note, right?
Can we talk? Tevin Campbell type shit. Shit like that. I ain't read all of them, though. But yeah, man, I start Shadowbox at the end. We'll clip it on the page or something, maybe scroll in motion. You can see all that shit, though. But there's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of reasons out here. But hey, man, approach these women. When they say no, guess what? Stop. Don't believe in the hard to get. She really want me type shit. Just say no and move on. She really playing hard to get. She'll come back and come chase your ass. She'll get you a drink. She'll get some lemon pepper wings, little mouse on the side, some shit like that, man. Just do your things.
Well, it's episode 150, man. We out, man. It's the Corner Convo, man. Thank y'all for listening. We love
Thank
y'all.
y'all for y'all support. We love y'all.
On my mama.
We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
B-Dub, what up? Love you.
We're going to get some of this repression and exploitation away from us.
That's a great song, bro.
Just come together.
That's a great song, by the way, man.
Why you look like that?